They are in daily combat with themselves. Daily? That's an understatement. They're in combat with themselves anyway. That's why they have chosen to come for you. So you could be dealing with an individual that sees your vibrance, that sees your purpose, that sees your power, that sees your truth, and it irritates this individual. You see, this person is working on demon time. I'm going to be 100 straight to the point on this one. TikTok fam, this is how Spirit wants me to deliver it. I got to say it. I got to give it. All right. So this person's on demon time, and I feel as if, this person has a very troubled mind. When I say troubled mind, I mean in a sense whereby they're very negative. They don't think about, and the thing is, we can all be negative from time to time, right? But this individual fixates on how they can one up others, how they can destroy others, how they can win over others, even if other people are just minding their own business. This is the worst type of person to work with as well, because everything is seen as a competition. They don't like to work as a team. They want to be the one that stands out at all cost, right? This is an individual that has no real friends. People that think that they are this person's friend is not their friend, that they're not their friend. This individual, I don't even think this person even likes themselves. They don't really like anyone. They don't really have anything good to say about anyone. And if they do say something good, it's like once in a blue moon, because they're just operating on, I'll give you an example. I feel like because things are not going right for this person, or they're not happy in life in general, right? They get angry when they see other people happy. They feel like other people have it more easier than them, even though they don't know other people's background stories or whatever the case is. Because representing this individual is Five of Swords, and this is a very manipulative energy, and I feel like this person is in that type of energy in regards to you and maybe others. I feel like this person wants to achieve a great lot, which is admirable, but they feel like they can't achieve what they set out to achieve because they could be having family issues. It could be something to do with the mother and the father, the parents, the home. This person feels like they are being blocked, or they have been blocked, and they feel as if they don't have any healing to do. This is not the type of person to look at themselves and think, what can I do to make my situation better? What are my strengths? What can I do to heal myself? This person needs deep healing, I feel, because they're operating in an energy whereby they have to destroy others, even if no one's done nothing to them. Remember what I mentioned, it's because things are not going well in their life and they feel like other people have it more easier than them. So it's almost as if they want others who they target to be as miserable as them. And if they do succeed in, hijacking someone's happiness, it gives them a sense of satisfaction, but it doesn't take away their wreckage of a life in the background. If anything, it actually makes it worse. You see, this person is actually upsetting a few folk, is what I'm picking up. This individual, I feel, may be met with some sort of resistance from higher ups. They want to move forward in their career. They may want to move home, but they may feel like they can't expand. There's something about the mother, something about expansion, and something about being seen. They want to be seen as somebody that they are not because they refuse to put in the work. I feel like this person wants to be in a position of power, but they have a way to go. Again, they're being represented with the Fool card. And the thing is, the Fool card doesn't just necessarily represent being a fool. It represents somebody that's not looking where they're going, someone that is just going all steams ahead, not paying any attention to what's before them, and just being nonchalant about it, not having a plan, not having a goal. And this is the thing, this individual doesn't want to do the work on themselves, whereby they think, okay, let me build upon my skills, let me get to that point where I know what I'm doing. Let me get to that point whereby I get on with people, you know, because in life, in order to get to a certain position, you do actually have to get on with people. And this person rubs a lot of people up the wrong way. And they're very delusioned, is what I'm picking up. They lack self-awareness. They lack self-awareness. So they just feel as if they can be rude to others. They can, you know, talk down to others and just get away with it all. They feel like people are going to forget about what they did. But that's not the case. That's why it's very strange with this individual, because on one hand, they want to get to a certain position in life, but whilst they're trying to get to the top, they're throwing a lot of people off the ladder whilst they're trying to climb to the top, not thinking that they're going to meet these same people at the top, or not thinking that once they get to the top, which I don't know, you know, with the way this person's going, they're going to be going around in circles, to be quite fair with you, right? They're not feeling sorry that eventually they could actually meet their match, because I feel like this person has tried to succeed in a certain area, but they've been met with many blockages, you know, and this could be in regards to wanting to get to a certain role, and they're near that role, and then they find that they have to work even harder. And this person, again, does not want to put in the work. When they see other people working harder than them, they get very angry, but they don't want to put in the work. You know, they feel like they should take shortcuts. And because they're in this energy of desperation, what they want to achieve may take a long time. Yeah, this person wants to expand, but because of their energy, they're going to be left in a role which they detest, which they look down upon. This individual wants to get to a certain position just to floss, just to brag, just to boast. This is not the type of person that is a leader that will help others. This is the type of person that once they make it, they will try and block others from making it also. You know, I feel like the reason why these things are occurring or will occur in this person's life is because they are refusing to heal. They are refusing to take accountability about the way they've treated others. You know, this person could be having issues with their mother. I'm not putting it out there, but this is what I see with the Empress card. Or this person wants to be seen as the Empress, but they're not doing Empress-like things. This person is very cut off from source, from spirit. And I feel like there's something about the higher ups, and the higher ups could be, you know, spirit, their guides, whoever the case is, whatever the case is, right? Whoever they believe in, I should say, have warned this person to take a different path, but they are in refusal to listen, because they don't listen. This is the type of person, right, that could be overly religious, but they don't really practice what they preach. And I believe that religion and spirituality are two separate things as well. So they hide behind their religion, but they are working for other forces. I'm just going to say that. And their guys have tried to intervene, but I feel like their guys are like, okay, you're not going to listen and we're going to step out of the way, you know. And because of this individual feels like they've gotten away with things in the past, and because they've gotten away with things in the past, they can do it again. But now they haven't got the backing of their guides or whoever they believe in. And this person is going to feel left out in the cold. This person's going to feel as if they don't have any real friends. The same way that they viewed others and used others to get to certain positions, people are going to turn their back on them. This person will have issues in regards to expanding creatively, expanding in regards to gaining finances. That's going to be blocked, or for some of you, that's going to actually be cut off, or cut down, whatever the case is. Because this person tried to go against spirit, your spirit guides. They've done a lot. I feel like this person tried to block your opportunities, block your abundance, block your self-expression. And the same things that they try to do to you has or will start playing out in their own life. I'm surprised I haven't seen the Tower card here, but yeah, that's what I have for you.